Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And it's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look at.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. And you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on ton. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze the...
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you...
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Everywhere, it's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. At the 35, he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. Now they're going to throw it. Trying to get to him. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside line.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Running back searching for a hole. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his second pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pressure coming. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got the back in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Cuse. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Going for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll go to the air. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Sometimes you hear people say that quarterbacks aren't tough. Watch that play and tell me that dude's not tough.
You can't coach that, Reese. That's unbelievable. To sit there with that kind of poise, knowing he's about to get smacked, and keep his vision and his focus downfield towards that open receiver, that was absolutely tremendous.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Trying play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Tuggle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Got a man. Stopped after making the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Running it to the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. It's caught. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fat.
Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Offense gets set for second down. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Working that left side now. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got...
And the pass hits, picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on... He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Let's go! An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Okay, ready? Line is set on third down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Makes a move. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Orange!
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 27 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Burgess. Snowed under by the defense.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and management. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's got great speed. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Here we go.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
42 Spider.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now the toss. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, going up top. Buys a little time. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And they'll get him down after a solid return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Black 24.
The aerial assault continues. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going up top here late in the game. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple of more times. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Syracuse.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Got it.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Coming after him. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.